Alright guys, Tom here and welcome to a new video. Today I'm reviewing Monday Night Raw. I do it every Tuesday at around 12 o'clock UK time at lunchtime. I upload my Monday Night Raw review, and this week it was the 22nd of July 2013 Raw. Actually, it was Raw 1052, a week on since Raw 1000, which seems like a few weeks ago, but we're actually a whole year on since Raw 1000, which is pretty incredible. So this was the 22nd of July 2013 Monday Night Raw, and we're gonna get on with this review now. Monday Night Raw tonight was absolutely shit. It was so bad. I mean, it was full of bull crap and commercials and jobbers. That it was just full of matches which were just full of jobbers, or they didn't mean anything, or terrible building. I mean, there was no build towards SummerSlam, considering next week isn't a live show. We're 3 weeks away from SummerSlam. There was hardly any build towards SummerSlam except for the WWE Championship and the Brock Lesnar and CM Punk match. And then you had jobbers like the Primetime Players jobbing to guys like Dolph Ziggler and Christian. It was just absolutely shit. I don't know why I stayed up to watch the show. Oh, it was just so bad. Nothing special here at all. I mean, we were like half an hour into the show and we'd had like one match, and it was Sheamus versus Del Rio, which was just boring as hell. Now, they started off with the Brock Lesnar versus CM Punk feud recap. It's kind of like a promo. Nothing really here. We'd all seen it on SmackDown. They just re-shown us what happened. And Brock Lesnar surprisingly wasn't here tonight on Monday Night Raw yet again. How are you going to build a feud between CM Punk and SummerSlam, which is supposedly going to be match of the year, when Brock's not going to be there for most of the shows heading into SummerSlam? I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. Just get your finger out and just sign him on for a few weeks. What's wrong with that? He can't be that much money, or he can't be that committed that you need to build him into this match. Come on, you need to build him into this match. Anyway, you started off with a drum roll, and Brad Maddox was in the ring, and he basically said, "There's nobody more Texas than the sheriff of WWE Raw, me, Brad Maddox." Brad Maddox is a genius. He is so funny. He's getting better on the mic. There is no doubt about that. He is actually okay on the mic now. He was terrible come December-ish time in 2012 when he attacked CM Punk, but now he's actually kind of pretty good on the mic. I don't have anything wrong with his mic skills anymore. I mean, I thought he wasn't believable at all. It kind of sounded scripted when he used to do it, but now he's kind of looks like he's enjoying being on the mic and isn't nervous. Now, Brad basically announced a contract signing between John Cena and Daniel Bryan. Now, I was a bit confused about this because usually you have a contract signing at the end of the show, but we're having it now. Like, it's something that's supposed to make you get excited about a championship, but it wasn't announced. It's at the start of the show. It had no hype about it. We're having it now. Like, they could have built this. They could have be like, we're gonna have John Cena and the Daniel Bryan contract signing. This could possibly be match of the year, but no. They decided to have it right at the start of the show. No hype or build towards it. You just, let's just go for it, yeah? Let's see how it goes. Now, it kind of made sense why they did this, but I mean, I think they could have done it a little bit better. Now, Brad quizzed Cena about why Daniel Bryan was chosen as his opponent. He basically said Daniel Bryan was small, he wasn't strong, he hadn't proven himself. It's basically undermining Daniel Bryan. Now, if you're trying to build somebody, the general manager's job is not to undermine Daniel Bryan. Why are you undermining a guy that's supposed to be one of your top guys in the WWE? He is possibly your future. He is possibly the face of the WWE come the future. 1 or 2 years. He is probably the face of the WWE. Yet you're undermining him. You're undermining the face of the WWE at the moment, John Cena. You're undermining these two guys. What are you doing? Now, Daniel Bryan, without a doubt, came out to a huge pop. He got the biggest pop of the night. probably bar Rob Van Dam. Now, Daniel Bryan basically said to Brad Manox, he disagrees with people who say this, especially Brad Manox. Cena says he chose Daniel Bryan because Daniel Bryan was talented, while people didn't like him in the office because he wasn't talented enough. So John Cena is basically being noble and giving Daniel Bryan this spot. And he told Brad that if Brad wanted a child champion, go give it the belt to Great Khali. Now, I thought this promo was really, really scripted. It felt stale and lame and scripted. It didn't feel like it was flowing off John Cena's head. It felt like it had been something that he's been planning for the last day. Like, he had it in his head and he was just ready to get it rolled off his tongue. It didn't feel natural at all. This segment as a whole was quite awkward. I thought it was really, really awkward. John Cena basically said, Daniel Bryan, you are the only and best competition in the WWE right now, and I will prove at SummerSlam that the best isn't good enough. Now, Brad Manox interrupted Daniel Bryan after he got on the mic yet again, undermining Daniel Bryan. And then Daniel Bryan goes, no, you don't undermine me. Now, Brad says Daniel Bryan would have multiple matches tonight to prove himself worthy of the match. And Brad says, no, you will not prove yourself, and goes, no. And Daniel Bryan goes, yes, just to get the crowd heated up for tonight's show and what Daniel Bryan has in store. But to be honest, this whole segment was quite awkward, especially this bit. They started playing the Monday Night Raw theme song when Brad Manox was doing this to cut the awkwardness. It was just so awkward, and why did... most importantly, they signed the contract. This match is official now. It was official on WWE.com, but it is now officially official. It is going to be Daniel Bryan versus John Cena at SummerSlam 2013. Hurrah! But this segment was very, very awkward now. We got an advert for Mark Henry firing back to what the Shield did last week. We have a segment between Sheamus and Alberto Del Rio walking with next after the commercials. So, Sheamus versus Alberto Del Rio. Sheamus, yes, he managed to get a bruise last week at Money in the Bank after landing on the ladder. He has now got a bruise on his leg. Now, Michael Cole said it so much, I forgot humans actually had legs. Like, he said it so much. Oh, Sheamus has got a very bad knee. Oh, Sheamus has got a very bad leg. Oh, Sheamus has got a very bad inside leg. Oh, he's going to be really struggling with that leg. Oh, I hope Del Rio doesn't target it, but I have a feeling he will. They just couldn't shut up about the leg. We freaking see it. Oh my god. And then we had Alberto Del Rio, who, yeah, well done, actually got a very good heel reception, actually got booed, which is good. He is a heel, which is awesome. God, I'm being so sarcastic, but I just thought, why did I stay up to watch this show when it was just so bad? I mean, this match was okay. I mean, they kind of made it out as if we actually cared about this show when we didn't. I mean, Del Rio got this awesome crossarm breaker on the top rope, and Sheamus managed to punch him right in the face, and he got knocked off to the floor. That was a pretty good maneuver, I thought. Del Rio managed to get a really, really awesome suplex into a 2 count. Sheamus managed to get slammed into the stairs during the commercial break. Sandow was watching through the match, sorry. Sorry about that. Sheamus managed to get the clubbing 10 blows, and Sheamus tried to go for the white noise. His leg buckled. I'm not sure if that was actually supposed to buckle or what, because Del Rio straight after won with a roll-up pin. Now, that's the second week in a row where the first match has ended in a roll-up pin. Now, you have this whole match where you make us watch a decent match for, what, 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, and then you end the match on a roll-up pin. Like, what is the point? It's like, that match was pointless. Or it was putting over Alberto Del Rio as a heel even more because he was targeting Sheamus's leg, or you just wanted to get these guys on the card. But nevertheless, that match is kind of pointless. Now, the next segment was Booker T and Teddy Long backstage. Now, Teddy Long basically said he's glad that Vicky Guerrero is the general manager of SmackDown, because when Teddy Long was general manager, he got a lot of abuse. Come on, he got a lot of abuse, some racist abuse, because he is a black man. And basically, he said he's glad Vicky Guerrero is the SmackDown general manager, because at least it means Booker T isn't the general manager. Now, Teddy Long filled in for Booker T for 3 months. And kind of feels like the feuding between Booker T and Teddy Long. But to be honest, where are they going with this? Just a waste of the TV time when they could be getting some more TV time for the likes of Titus O'Neil, Darren Young. You know, what's he called? Justin Gabriel. Yeah, Tyson Kidd soon when he comes back. Now, we then get the first advert for Daniel Bryan versus 3 other guys in a gauntlet match. And then we get Christian versus Titus O'Neil. And we get the confirmation that Titus O'Neil and Darren Young are going into singles competition. Now, this match is probably one of my favorite matches of the night. I thought it was really, really good. Some of the spots they did was awesome. I like how it portrayed Titus O'Neil. It portrayed Titus O'Neil well, how strong he was. He was pretty much in control of this match until Christian got a very rare offense in this match. The offense he got was pretty much his moves that he does all the time. Now, Titus O'Neil managed to get off from the bottom of the floor, carry Christian all the way up the stairs and toss him back in the ring on his belly. Awesome move. I liked how it proved that Titus O'Neil is a big deal in the WWE. He's a great talent. Both Darren Young and Titus O'Neil are. Great to see they're getting a lot more TV time, which is awesome. They both got some TV time, but the fact that they're putting him in singles competition, Christian should be putting over Titus O'Neil. You know, he's the vintage. He's vintage Christian. He's been in the WWE for what, 20 years? Should be putting over guys. But like on Monday Night Raw last week and Friday Night SmackDown, Christian is not putting over young talent. In fact, the young talent is putting over Christian, because Christian is picking up victory after victory, which proves that they're going to have some big plans for him. Possibly the United States Championship, World Heavyweight Championship, something like that. But the primetime players going into singles competition this week, which is great, turn into jobbers. You know, what is the point? You know, what is the point? So, for the Alberto Del Rio versus Sheamus match, probably give that a 6 out of 10. This match, 7 out of 10, apart from the fact that Titus O'Neil and Darren Young are now jobbers. We got a bit backstage where Ryback was talking about how Josh Matthews is a little twerp. You're about average size. I hate average. Hey, the big guy needs to eat. You people like you deserve to be intimidated by me. Yeah? Now, Renee Young was talking about the bellows on the app. Show clips on Total Divas. We don't care. Then Mark Henry from Silsbee, Texas. Yes, tonight was from Texas. The crowd was pretty good. The fan signs were in a high popularity. There was quite a lot of fan signs around, which is awesome. And yeah, you just really got the sense that these guys wanted to be here, which they should want to be here. And they just sadly didn't get a good show. Now, Mark Henry says, "My heart don't pump Kool-Aid." I didn't really get that reference. Basically probably saying he's just not to be messed with. He invited the Shield down. The Shield came out. The Usos helped Mark Henry, and the Shield retreated. You know, I was like, oh, Mark Henry's coming out. He's going to get the Shield to come out. Yeah, he did. Then the Usos came out. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. The Usos. Yay. You know, if you want to put the Shield over, why don't you get Big Show or something, who wasn't even on the show? He was false advertised to be on the show. Wasn't on the show. You know? Trying to build the Shield. Yeah, let's get the Usos. They're decent to build, aren't they? Fucking hell. Now, Daniel Bryan was backstage, talked with John Cena. John Cena said he wants to help Daniel Bryan not get injured tonight, but if Daniel Bryan insists, John Cena has no say in Daniel Bryan's match tonight. And then the next match was Darren Young versus Dolph Ziggler. Now, I was actually looking forward to this match. I was pretty much looking forward to this match. Surprisingly, Titus O'Neil wasn't at the side of Darren Young, but we had the primetime players in action again between Darren Young and Dolph Ziggler. Now, this match sucked. There was too many sleeper holds. I mean, there was one good move where Darren Young did a kind of like a forward-facing electric chair, but apart from that, it's called the execution, but apart from that, the match sucked. There was too many sleeper holds. No offense at all. It was very slow paced. I mean, Darren Young was going at the side all the time, escaping the ring. This match had so much more potential than what it had. And it was kind of disappointing how bad the match was. Now, we know that the match was to show that Big E Langston attacking Dolph Ziggler at the end of the match, which once again proves that Darren Young and Titus O'Neil have turned into jobbers. So Big E Langston attacked Dolph Ziggler in a great segment. I've got to say, it was really fast paced. Dolph Ziggler managed to dodge Big E Langston, and then Dolph Ziggler managed to toss Big E Langston out the ring in a really good maneuver. Dolph Ziggler ran out the ring at the same time Big E Langston ran in the ring, and it was a really good, well-worked segment, which I really, really liked. Now, the next one was Total Divas in the ring for Miz TV. Wasting time for decent talent. You know, there's two guys I don't even know. There's somebody called Eva Marie and JoJo, and we got a huge advert about what this show is. I don't like how they're making the Bellas look the top dogs in this show when they're the fucking shittest divas in the whole of the WWE. They can't fucking wrestle. They're shit on the mic. They have no personality. They're kind of hot, but they can't wrestle. They're shit. And yet, you've got guys like Natalya, Naomi, AJ, yeah, Caitlyn, who get no TV time for this utter shit. And then you got a shitty slap from Eva Marie on Jerry the King Lawler. Like this, the most building in this show was for this fucking shit show. Fuck off. Like, it was so shit. We don't care. Yeah? We get a segment between Triple H and Brad Maddox about how Brad Maddox is kind of doing a good show, but Triple H is saying that Brad Maddox needs to listen to Brad Maddox, or he's going to go down a rocky road. Now, he needs to follow the correct track on the train, or he can find himself in deep, deep trouble. So that was pretty much that. Kind of shows that Vince McMahon has been saying stuff to Triple H. No, sorry, Brad Maddox, in the ear of Brad Maddox, and making him say certain stuff. I think it would have been better if they actually showed that on the show, because people in the arena wouldn't have known that, because they didn't hear that hand for hand like we did on the commentary booth. Now, Damien Sandow was at ringside between Fandango and Cody Rhodes. Great match. I really like this match. There was a maneuver where Cody did a 360 flip, managed to injure himself. They kind of showed it off as a as a reversal. Now, Damien Sandow got the side of the ring, showed his briefcase to distract Cody. Cody went for the disaster kick when Fandango's face was next to the briefcase. Managed to get the disaster kick, got distracted, managed to go for the crossroads, and then Damien Sandow got the ring right in the face of Damien Sandow. Yeah, that's pretty much that. Great match, 8 out of 10, I'd give that. It's nice to see they're building the match between Damien Sandow and Cody Rhodes, but they nearly need to get their finger out about other matches. They haven't been building hardly any matches except maybe this one, the CM Punk and Brock Lesnar feud, and the John Cena and Daniel Bryan feud. Apart from that, we don't know who's going to face the World Heavyweight Champion, the United States Champion, the Divas champion, the Intercontinental champion, the Tag Team champion. You know, they're shit. They can't bloody book a match because they're utter shite. Now, the next match was incredible because it wasn't a match. It was actually a promo by CM Punk saying how he's not scared of Brock Lesnar like everybody else in the back. Now, I love this promo. It was brilliant. CM Punk, you should just get anything. A Hall of Fame now. This was absolutely awesome. On the mic, brilliant. This was just incredible promo. Now, Paul Heyman was live via satellite. Great, you're building a match, wanting the match of the year where Brock Lesnar isn't here. Now Paul Heyman isn't here. Yeah? Now, CM Punk titled this Beast versus Best. I like that. That's pretty awesome. Like last year they did the Perfect Storm. Now it's Beast versus Best. And now you have Paul Heyman in the mix. Paul Heyman said that the Beast is the best. He's only going to fight at the right time. He accepts CM Punk's challenge for SummerSlam. And we've got the match at SummerSlam. CM Punk versus Brock Lesnar, which is going to be absolutely incredible. Looking forward to that match without a doubt. It's going to be awesome. Oh my god, it's now confirmed on WWE.com as well. Paul Heyman in the corner of Brock Lesnar. This could be match of the year. We then get an advert for Alberto Del Rio versus Rob Van Dam at Friday Night SmackDown. I personally thought Rob Van Dam and Alberto Del Rio were going to face off at SummerSlam. So maybe this match doesn't end or something like that. Or Christian gets involved. Maybe he's going to have a shot. And the next match was Wade Barrett versus Rob Van Dam. Wade Barrett managed to cut himself in the match. I was kind of confused about that. He had blood over his face. The match itself is alright. I mean, Wade Barrett's pretty much in control until Rob Van Dam managed to get the 5-star frog splash. There was a lot of holds in this match. It was a lot of mat-based wrestling, which doesn't really take my fancy, to be honest. Very slow-paced. The match itself is some good maneuvers. I mean, the crowd is still hot for Rob Van Dam. Nice to see Wade Barrett getting a lot of TV time recently. Maybe they've got a few good plans for him, maybe. But he's turned into a jobber slightly, which sucks. Now, Daniel Bryan. The only decent bit about the night, the only thing that actually made me want to watch the show except the CM Punk segment, Daniel Bryan in a gauntlet match. First match against Jack Swagger. Brilliant match. Ended up on a roll-up pin. No, sorry. Take that back. Ended up in an arm bar. A Chris Benoit crossface. Yeah, you know, the no-lock. The thing that we don't know what's called because he's changed it so many times. Now, Zeb Coulter and Antonio Cesaro were distracted with the crowd. Zeb Coulter and Antonio's face were so funny when they turned around and saw that Jack Swagger had to tap to Daniel Bryan. Made Daniel Bryan look strong against a veteran in the WWE. Been in the WWE since like 07 or something, which is good for Daniel Bryan. Puts him over quite well. Next match was a dream match, in my opinion. Antonio Cesaro versus Daniel Bryan. Great match. A lot of mat-based wrestling. I'm looking at the pictures now. Was a lot of mat-based wrestling. There was a lot of good moves in this match, I've got to say. Very, very, very fast-paced. The European uppercut by Antonio Cesaro, he did it twice, was incredible. Gut-wrench powerbombs everywhere by Cesaro. A European uppercut off the top rope. Antonio Cesaro did a lot of suplexes, a lot of maneuvers. Daniel Bryan did a lot of kicks in the corner, got a lot of offense, and then a great match. Oh, and Tony Cesaro did this really funny thing where he was just doing like 20 European uppercuts in the middle of the ring. It was a bit stupid but funny at the same time. He was just going, European uppercut after European uppercut. It was so funny. But yeah, Daniel Bryan managed to lose. Well, the ending was awesome. Antonio Cesaro went for the European uppercut, tossed him up, and then Daniel Bryan managed to reverse that toss-up into a roll-up pin. Now, if you're trying to put over a guy, a roll-up pin probably isn't the best thing, but I like this roll-up pin and like the one at the start of the show, because it puts over Daniel Bryan quite well, because he's very unpredictable. But this match was great. The finish was awesome. I really liked how they finished that. Probably match of the night, maybe match of the night with Titus O'Neil versus Christian. Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure. Maybe. The next match was Ryback versus Daniel Bryan. He said Bryan Maddox basically was backstage with Alex Riley, which was kind of weird. And he said that the next guy he's going to have trouble with. And I was like, oh, it's going to be Big Show coming back as a heel. But it was Ryback. Why Ryback? I mean, Big Show wasn't even on the show, even though it was advertised as a show, so he's probably going to have to make his return on SmackDown, which isn't going to do well for his momentum or memorability if he's going to be debuting or returning, sorry, on Friday Night SmackDown. Now, in this match, Daniel Bryan and Ryback got quite a lot of offense. Now, Ryback was talking a lot to the crowd. He managed to grab a bit of Daniel Bryan's hair and toss him across the ring, which is awesome. Daniel Bryan managed to get Ryback in the no-lock. He managed to escape. Now, Ryback got out a table and powerbombed Daniel Bryan through the table. Now, whether that's to make a statement, to say I'm not to be messed with, but that completely killed the crowd. As soon as he put him through that table, it completely killed the crowd. You can't recover from killing a crowd like that. I mean, you know when they try and end the show on something good? It completely killed the crowd for the announcement they had next. It killed it completely. And then Cena came out to Daniel Bryan's rescue, trying to patch him up. And John Cena announces that they're going to have a match between John Cena and Ryback, presumably next week for the WWE, in a WWE tables match. So that's all to look forward to on a non-live event. So that's going to be taped tonight in Texas, 23rd of July. And yeah, that's probably should be a good show. Not because it's not live, but it needs to be a good show, or they're going to find themselves in a lot of bad trouble for SummerSlam if they're going to be doing a bad show, because after that you've got 1 week until SummerSlam and you haven't built it well at all. You haven't built highly for the big championships, the World Heavyweight Championship, the United States Championship, what hell, the Intercontinental Championship and the Divas Championship they haven't been built at all. And you've got a non-live event right in the middle. So it's not going to have a lot of build on that one either. So they've got 1 week to build all these matches. They are in the shit. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe. And goodbye.